that when you're watching the stream, all the voices and everything comes through.
And we're live.
Oh, I understand, yeah.
We are live.
Well, hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, I guess it doesn't look too bad. So when I look in OBS, it's like this big, and then I see on the screen it's this big, so it doesn't look too terrible. God, my face is huge. So, I guess we're back.
We only see 3/4 of it.
Right? Gosh, I don't know how to do streams anymore. How do we begin this off?
We said hi. That's the first
Oh,
part.
okay, yeah.
Okay,
that's the
we said
first
hello.
part.
Okay, we did that.
We abstained from dead baby jokes.
We
Man,
have not.
it's like the game. You're not even supposed to bring it up. Now we lost the game.
Oh, no, you didn't. You went to the game, man.
I went to the game. I'm sorry. I'm
Fucking
sorry. We've all
damn it.
lost. I'm really sorry.
And we're back for another episode of A Fistful of Bacon.
Man, it's been years since I lost the game.
I know, right?
To be fair, I lost it momentarily before you did, if that makes you feel any better. So
No better whatsoever. But everyone watching just lost the game as well, so it's fine.
Sorry.
I guess we have audio on the stream. Nobody say anything about it, so.
Good.
We're just here to hang out and talk, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I check it, it'll be like an echo sound that I don't want to put up with right now. But, okay, well, I guess we can just go ahead and go around. I actually have something interesting I want to ask this time. Let's just go around our usual order. You can tell us, who you're playing. And we're kind of like at a midway between part on this at this point. So kind of like give us like an idea of what your favorite part is or your defining moment for your character to this point.
Sure. Hey everybody, Kevin Hitt here, playing Arthur Agravain, a paladin, a kind of calling him a sea paladin as he spent most of his life at sea. And so he is partnered up with this motley crew of individuals to stomp out some evil here. I believe, do we call this the Underdark? Is that where we're at here?
We
Is
are.
that the name of this place?
Yeah.
So, wherever evil may be, Arthur will try to stomp it out. And so, here he is. And I think my favorite part, again, Sav, there's a couple things that I really enjoyed playing. Was one, the flashback scene in the sea about, I want to say like 5 episodes ago, where I met for the first time the creature that had knocked me out of the boat and killed me as a child, only to come back with Osprey's help. And then in this particular instance where we're, in the Underdark, I think my favorite thing, it may surprise you guys, but Gull's interaction with the drow woman. I think that for me is the comedic relief that we need in between scenes. And I do think there's going to come a point where they're either going to become a couple or one of them's going to kill each other. So I can't wait to see which way that goes.
I really, again, don't think that those options are mutually exclusive. I'm just...
Yeah. So, no, I think that, I don't think that is my favorite thing so far in this part of the adventure in Temple here.
Excellent.
Oh, I love it.
I think my favorite part with you, Kevin, was actually your interactions with the Black Dragon. Sort of that defining moment where it was had so much hate for you that it refused to even like flee. Like it was either one of you two were going to die, and it was determined that it was going to stick around to that final moment. And I thought that was
praise
kind of,
Osprey there.
That was kind of a cool point.
I think so too. Absolutely.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Christina.
No, not at all. I was just going to ask, do we want to go in picture order now? Are we changing up the order?
Yeah, I guess technically MK would be next, yeah.
All right, I'll go next. I'm MK. I play Califrus. Let's see. Who recently discovered that I breathe underwater. That's good. Cal's about to go stick his head back in the water just to double check. But
that is something Cal would do.
That's so Cal, guys. That's so Cal.
Here's a bucket.
Oh my gosh! Just every now and again, you guys have my bucket.
It's Califrus.
But yeah.
You can check.
but that was because Cal experienced visions of the relationship with his parents and stuff, and had a good old talk with St. Cuthbert, who was like, "Yo, bro, cut it out." And Cal was like,
Yo, bro.
"Yeah, sure, man. I'll stop trying to like prove myself to everyone and stuff, and be a weirdo."
That is verbatim, like what was said. It was great.
That's exactly what happened. But I gotta say, I think my favorite parts of the game so far have been killing the one to be the one that kills things.
True.
To deal with
Everything, you mean?
Everything.
Fucking
Final
murder
blow
bot.
on every monster we've ever fought.
Yes. And I really like the dog. I really like Cal doesn't like the dog, but I really like the interactions between me and the dog. Pickles
Ham
and
banana.
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Yeah, and I think it's really entertaining. Also, I really liked almost drowning everyone. That was nice.
You forgot the rope, Cal.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
Let's see, what was my favorite Cal moment? I don't know, like, you've had such good moments. I mean, not just like killing off pretty much every big bad evil I've thrown at you, but I don't know, like during your flashback sequence, I think we learned a lot about Cal, you know. And I think it wasn't even in your face that we learned about it. Like, if you go back and you watch it, I think you would learn more about Cal than you actually realize if you look beneath the layers that MK put in there. So, I encourage you, like, you know, if you have a chance, go back and watch that, because I think you would learn a lot more about Califrus than you actually seen on the surface. But, Christina?
Hey, I'm Christina Sid. I play Zan, the Celestial Warlock. And oh my jeez, lots happened, guys. Yeah, I think really obviously the most intense moment is potentially having figured out the true nature of her power and her patron and her family. Yeah, that shit was intense. But legitimately, my favorite moment of this stream so far has been Pebbles jumping on Cal's bed and that entire
Yeah.
I have watched that, no joke, like 4 times. I just keep going back and watching that scene and I die every fucking time. It's amazing. So, yeah, that's legit been my favorite moment.
It's funny, that's like twice an NPC that's been brought up that I had no intention of actually putting in the game. It just kind of happened, so.
Oh man. But no, overall, like, yeah, we have good moments, guys. We do. I'm very proud of us.
I think on the flip side of that, if we want to go like to more of something intense, I think actually the bridge scene with you and your sister the first time around, I thought that was probably one of the most emotionally shaking role plays I've ever experienced. Like, to the point where I had to take a break too. Like, I was spent. Like, I had to step away for a minute.
Yeah.
But we've had quite a bit of those situations pop up. Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris.
Hey.
I'm playing Gol Longkeeper, the swashbuckling pirate with fantastic hair, who doesn't really know who he is, because I don't really know who he is. I was going to go for the dog on Cal's bed as my favourite moment.
Aww,
Dog
sorry,
has flown.
Still
Don't.
can.
That was magical. That was amazing. I think for me, the bits I've enjoyed the most have been all the flashbacks, weirdly. Like, I really enjoyed the episode that just you and I did, Sev.
Yeah, I
That was
did too.
great. And that, like, gave me a ton to, like, I've really struggled with figuring out who Gol is, and that really helped me. And the Aboleth flashback episode where we all did our little scenes, that was fucking incredible. It was so good.
Always learn little bits and pieces about our characters as we walk through all this adventure.
And I really
Arthur learned
enjoyed.
how fast Gull is.
Yeah, I really enjoyed our wrestling match last week.
Pretty sure I didn't win.
No.
That was probably one of my favorite
Well-
times too.
I think you did if you think about it. If you really think about it.
Oh,
I
God.
think Arthur won.
I think everyone was a winner.
That's,
Dan
Everybody-
felt like a winner.
Everybody got what they wanted and a little more than they expected.
Yeah, Arthur has luscious hair.
Oh, no.
Beautiful hair.
Can we get to the game?
a little intense there.
Oh, Lord Gull.
So good. So good.
I guess out of our timeline, current timeline at least, last episode we had a little flashback to a little bit of Need Fest, and a little bit of demonic killing, I believe. We had a lot of good moments in that game, I think. Kind of sucked it. Everybody kind of just fell out of it, and it ended up, I think it was me and Christine at the end of it, just like trying to finish it up as best we could. But we left that at like a little cliffhanger, I guess. Well, not as a cliffhanger, but more of an untold ending to that story. So we'll get back to that one of these days. Maybe next year, if we go that long. But in our concurrent timeline, you guys fought the Aboleth, finally. Destroyed it, finally made your way outside of the sea. You have planted yourself on the shoreline, and we're speaking with Kaylana about, I think we weren't going to go to the Drow City. I think you're going to try to go around it in some means. But I think our last scene was you all sort of resting up for the what you assume is the evening. You can't really tell. You're in the Underdark. Day and night are construed here. But I think we'll go ahead and throw ourselves right into that moment. So by all means, take it away.
Zan is feverishly looking through her books.
What is Zan looking for?
You know what Zan's looking for.
I have an idea.
She's not sure of what the hell she saw today, so she's gonna be feverishly, looking into demonology.
Gotcha.
Are we still by the shore?
I guess.
We kept a little in,
Yeah,
I guess?
yeah. I'd say you probably went a little in and got away, at least from the prying eyes of whatever could be existing out there.
Okay. So is there any water near us at all?
You can walk back out to the main cavern, by all means.
Okay, Cal's gonna just do a quick jog
Okay.
back out to the water and
Cal!
just dunk his head in the water and
Cal,
see
what
if
are
he
you
can
doing?
still breathe underwater.
Where are you going?
Oh, hold on just a second, I have to try something.
You're not going alone. Wait, will someone go with him?
He's just getting the Aboleth gun coffin. He's fine.
What is your passive perception there, MK?
Let's see. My passive perception is. Oh God, would you believe it? It's been a couple weeks and I forgot how to play the game.
That happens.
Let's see. Perception is.
What's your perception modifier?
It says 7.
Okay, so
That seems high.
well, it would be your proficiency plus your skill bonus. So
Proficiency plus my skill bonus. So
So-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So you are perceptive even when you're not even trying to be perceptive. Gotcha. Okay. So you run out to the cavern, stick your head down into the water, sort of hold your breath for a moment. Finally make the decision to take a deep breath, and you are fine. The water,
Yay!
the water fills your lungs, but you can feel your
Cal.
body sort of like drawing the oxygen from it itself and
Okay.
transplanting it through
Cal
your veins.
freaking whips his head out of the water and is like, I can still breathe underwater, guys!
Yeah, Cal will see Arthur standing right behind him, just to make sure there was no death and destruction that was about to happen.
Like, we're all really impressed.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
Cal holds his hand up for the high five.
Yeah.
I'll turn and walk away.
You can't leave Cal hanging.
No.
Oh, I did. I just
Mean.
Oh!
just
Okay.
turns and walks back to where the camp is.
Cal just
Wow.
kind of. All right.
Self 5. Yeah.
Arthur has never seen such behavior.
Never seen a high five.
I've never seen someone see if they can breathe underwater. I'll be right back. You can stick your head in the ocean and take a deep breath. Holy cow! I thought for sure Cal was gonna drown, and I was gonna have to save him.
All right, so we have Zan back at the camp, pouring over her tomes feverishly, and Gaul there with her, as believe as well. Kaylana and Rufus all still at the campsite for the time being. Gaul, what are you doing in this meantime?
I don't really know because I don't know what happened last week. Oh, with the Aboleth, because I'm rubbish. Because I missed the Aboleth.
You're not
destroyed the
rubbish.
Aboleth. Rufus and Ketlana both got taken over by the Aboleth. Rufus tried to kill you. You nearly murdered him. Like, you destroyed him. So he is limping right now. And then Ketlana tried to kill Arthur, but she at least kind of apologized for it.
Cool. So
True.
Gol will just be quietly sitting there, like, cleaning his gear, cleaning his blades, and just keeping a close eye on Ketlana and Rufus, make sure they're not still ready to get killed.
Yeah, the two of them don't obviously see eye to eye, so they sort of just keep apart as far as they can, given the situation that there is. There's always an air of tension between the two of them. It's palpable. But they don't interact per se, except for maybe a hateful glance once in a while, or a sneer.
I'm just sort of absently petting Pebbles as well, right?
Okay. I keep forgetting Pebbles is there too.
And I think
Danger close.
I think Arthur knows very well what Gull is thinking when he's. It's kind of like the dad cleaning his 45 on his daughter's first date. And I think that's exactly kind of what's in Gull's mind.
There's definite stink eye happening.
Yes. So Arthur's going to just kind of keep his eye on his pirate friend over here.
Excellent. Zan, as you're poring over this tome, you still feel that Pebbles is sort of like tensing up under your touch. And you can hear his thoughts flood your mind. Doesn't say what he's feeling, but he definitely feels like there's something wrong with you in particular. He can almost like sense your concern and your franticism. You feel like your bond with him has gotten stronger comparatively, as opposed to the rest of the party, because you two have pretty much relied on each other. But like I said, you can definitely tell that he can sense that there is something not right with you at the moment. But he hasn't said anything out loud about it.
I'll just kind of in my head while I'm reading. I'm fine. Calm down.
What happened out there? You all sort of went blank for a little bit. Kind of
You
thought,
saw us?
yeah, I thought you all might be a little, I don't know, not dead, but dead in the head. I don't know how to express this correctly.
What did we look like exactly?
Pretty much like corpses.
Interesting.
Sorry, I've eaten so many of them. It's about the best I can describe about it.
We are working on that.
I wish I was working on one right now.
Watch it.
God, I'm hungry. God, there's nothing to eat around here. It's just rock and fungus.
I will sigh out loud, and I will go into my pack and grab some ration, and I'll cut him off a little something and give it to him.
All right.
I'll sort of nibble on the rest of mine, and
He nibbles on it
My
and
book.
slowly starts to grow more quiet. Rolling some percentages here. Zan. You're poring over your books, looking through the pages of demonology. The ones that I think you've taken from Burns' study, if I'm not mistaken. You do read some entries about a creature that sort of resembles what you'd seen in your flashback dream, whatever you want to call it. And you do find out that there is, of course, another demon prince, much like, I suppose, Zuckmoy would be one, or Jublix, or other ones that you've read about in the past. But he does go by the name of Demogorgon.
If we go into the fucking upside down, Cedric, I swear to God.
No stranger things here.
If this music suddenly goes synthy,
as soon as she reads that, she's just gonna shut the book.
Okay. So there's a small thud as in ancient tomes. 2 covers meet once more. Lay it in your lap. Pebbles is just sort of looking up at you, side-eyed, as dogs are ought to do. But it's fairly quiet. Do you guys... Are you like putting a bubble up for the night? You make a fire?
Yeah.
I kind of figured that, but...
Bubble.
So you throw the bubble up, and it's very quiet still. It's almost unnearly quiet. I mean, it's total dark. I mean, it's just pitch.
In a message, sends kind of message over to Cal.
Okay.
Cal, are you awake?
Am I awake? I guess so, yeah.
Do you answer in the message or out loud?
Yes. Yeah.
message.
Can I? Is that how message works? I can.
Yeah,
just
you
answer.
can respond
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Cal responds, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Did you see my water trick?
Do you think it is cool?
Was it cool? Did you like it? Was it cool? I wasn't mad. I don't. Anyway. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What do you think's worse?
What do I think? What?
What do you think is worse? Failing yourself or failing the people you love?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, you fail yourself. I mean, you yourself is like the person who's trying to help the people you love. So I think in either situation, if you fail, you've sort of failed both. If that makes sense.
Yes. I suppose if you had to fail one or the other, which is worse?
I guess it entirely depends on the situation. What sort of situation are you having?
A big one?
Oh. Okay, so like life or death, like, I understand we're in the big, scary, dark place. It's very dark.
Yes.
Very scary.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a little bit of a crisis of faith.
Man, aren't we all?
I wouldn't say you're having a crisis. I'm saying I would think you're having a celebration of faith at this point.
I guess. But in all honesty, I think I'm just about ready to go home.
Yes. I think we all are at this point.
I think that no matter what you do, as long as you try, you'll be all right.
Thanks, Kat.
You're welcome.
I am now going to try to steal Gull's brandy flask.
Oh, that's awesome.
This should be
Are
interesting.
you? Are you really?
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I
succeed.
have a whole bottle of my own, but like that's mint condition. I'm not opening that. That's like a really nice bottle.
Actually,
And I know that you refilled yours, and I could really use a drink right now.
We did.
So
I can't
I'm
wait to
gonna
see this
try
roll.
and steal one.
You're welcome to try.
In the
I'll do it.
dark, in the pitch dark.
In the pitch black.
That's right.
I've got goggles at night. I can see.
Well,
You're sleeping. Get some, Zan. Get it.
Well, you will have to get up to go over to him.
okay.
Oh,
So, okay. I gotta go around Rufus. This'll be fun. All right. I'm gonna creep around Rufus.
Arthur
Go
would like to
over
roll
to
to see if he can
Gull.
open one eye and see if this is. Well, actually, he wouldn't even. He would only hear it. He wouldn't see anything. Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
You human
So-
dude.
Yeah, I can't see crap, but I'd like to roll to see if I can hear it, even if it's extreme.
Can I
Sure.
roll perception as well? Because
Absolutely.
Oh, you're
Cal
in
is
trouble.
awake.
You're in
Cal's
trouble,
still
Zan.
awake, shit.
Yeah. Cal
Oh,
is
not
very
really.
awake. All right, here we go. I rolled a. What am I looking for? Perception.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so perception. It's a 16 plus 4, so 20.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I'm not sure if in the dark that works.
Do I
Yes.
need to roll a stealth?
I believe you do need to roll stealth.
Okay. It's not even good.
You just lie there, Gull.
So my
That's a
passive,
7.
my passive perception is 15.
You can also see, I believe. So
And I can
Yeah,
see. Assuming I
my-
sleep with my goggles on, which I don't know.
My passive perception 14.
So, Zan, you slowly creep around Rufus. Your boots slowly scraping the rock beneath.
Oh, you rolled
You
a 7.
low to the ground, arms spread to keep your balance. You're just slowly sneaking over to Gaul. And Gaul, you're just sitting there with like one eye open, looking at her the entire time that she's moving.
Busted.
And of course, Caliphus and Arthur, you definitely hear some shuffling.
Cal's gonna cast light, like instantly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, what are you casting light upon, Caliphus?
I guess I'll cast light upon myself, just like my clothes, just to kind of like,
Oh,
I am the
that's
source
awesome.
of light.
So, Zan, you're slowly reaching down towards Gaul, and all of a sudden there's a bright flash of light. As
Oh,
Caliphus' spell takes effect, and like his entire cloak is just beaming with light.
This party, I swear. We're a bunch of knuckleheads.
Gaul isn't even going to react. I'm going to still pretend I'm asleep.
Okay.
Cal's gonna say, Zan, listen, I know you're having a tough time, but are you leaving? Because it's dangerous out there.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, what?
You hear Arthur just stifle a laugh and turn over.
Go back to bed. It's fine. I needed to stretch a little.
You sure are stretching awfully sneakily, and not in one place.
I didn't want to wake any of you. I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cal just kind of like stares at her for a moment, and is like, "What is going on?" and removes the light spell.
Okay.
Yeah, Arthur's good at this point. He is actually just gonna turn in for the night, laughing all the way to
I'm
Sleepyland.
still going for the blast.
Okay.
I have not been deterred.
So, God, are your eyes closed or?
No.
Okay, so
Which I guess I can see.
Well, like,
'cause I can
peeking,
detect
just
darkness.
peeking. You know, like, just peeking out through one eye.
so you have this like slit of an image of
I was
Zan.
gonna say, they're both blind for a moment, right?
Yeah, like,
They have to readjust their eyeballs.
Right. So just a moment of readjustment there, rubbing the light from your eyes, the darkness descending upon you once again. Like I said, Gaul, you have this little sliver of an image of Zan, who is trying really, really hard to be quiet and very stealthy. She has like this look upon her as she reaches down towards you, this slight curvature to the edge of her lips.
As she goes for the hip flask,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna roll over and pull my blanket over me so it covers it. Go,
does he have any other flasks? I would
Oh,
Any
search
more?
him. Put your hands on him and
Who knows?
see if he has anything else.
I don't know if he does.
do you? Would you have other flasks that I would know?
I have a couple of healing potions.
No, I mean like booze flasks.
I don't think I do actually.
Just the one? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna creep around him
Excellent.
to the other side.
Okay.
And I'm gonna very lightly just sort of just intervals like blow in his face to try to get him to roll back over. 'Cause I totally
Oh man.
guessing you don't roll back over.
No.
Alright, are you lying on it now?
I'm like blanket over me on my side.
And like you're laying on it at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. I'm gonna try to get it.
As you reach for it, I'm just gonna very quietly say, "Go to bed, Zan." This is how rumors get started.
Can I have something, please?
Okay.
I'll gingerly take the and go back over to where I
Oh.
So you return to your bedroll.
was. Shuffle of shame back to my
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
So you sit down. Pebbles sort of looks up at you, shakes his head.
Yes, a referendum on everyone's thinking.
Don't look at me like, shut up!
Good job, Pebbles.
You know, I do a lot of nasty things in my life, but stealing from friends is not one of them.
I just... Alright, it's been a rough day, alright?
No, I totally lie. I steal from everybody.
I'm gonna blow on his nose.
Sure.
Asshole.
I'm gonna go lay with Gull tonight. He sort of gets up.
Get over here!
Did I hear that?
Just snuggle. I'm gonna like just forcibly snuggle him.
No.
I think he probably would hear it because he's not just having that communication with Zan.
You just hear a voice say, "Nope."
I've tackled him. I've just tackled him.
Okay. So he fake struggles for a little bit. Sorry.
You can't afford to lie down with me, dog.
My goodness.
Do you have any money?
You are terrible.
What?
Go to sleep.
Can't sleep. There's too much shit here. It's like it's too quiet. I don't trust the quiet.
It was quiet.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
Is anybody keeping a watch, by the way?
We're in the bubble.
Oh, we're in the bubble. Of course.
Any other interactions before we call it a night?
No. Okay, I'll drink it. I'll open the bottle that I had that I wasn't gonna open, but I guess I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
You've got my bottle now. It's fine.
No, I will refill it.
Is there any sort of medieval AA that Arthur about?
I will refill the flask, and I will shuffle back over. I will lay it next to Gall.
Night, Sam.
Night. I'll shuffle back around and lay down.
Okay. You guys close your eyes. Let some rest take you. So we'll give you the benefits of a long rest, which I'm sure you all would probably appreciate at this point. I think a lot of you had spent hit dice from last battle, so.
Hey,
Cool.
long rest.
And let's see if anything happens during the night. And a fairly uneventful evening passes. Waking up several hours later, just as the bubble's magic begins to fade.
I didn't mean to do that. Oops.
So you all get up. I assume probably throw something in your bellies as quick as you can.
I give the flask a little shake.
I refilled it.
Why didn't you just drink yours?
I didn't want to open a book. It was in mint condition.
I'll hand Zan the flask. I don't want it.
I'm fine, thank you.
I think you need this more than I do.
I'm fine, thank you.
So you're obviously not fine. Just saying. I mean, I'm a dog, but I can see this. Okay.
I know he's talking in my head, but I put my hand over his mouth.
That doesn't work. And then his voice sort of goes to everybody at one time. I think Zane's got a problem.
You're gonna have a problem.
One night I have a bad night. I want to drink.
Arthur will just start laughing again, just a chuckle of knowing that she's not really a mess, but last night was hilarious.
No, I'm not saying you have a drinking problem. You might, but just
You might.
just saying that.
Please go on with your diagnosis, Dr. Dog.
Oh, the apothecary dog.
We definitely all have a dog problem.
Well, you're not wrong there, I guess technically. But
It's fine if we run out of food. Dog's fine.
Watch yourself. He's proven himself to be very, very capable.
Mm-hmm.
Of leaving.
He's a very good dog.
you are really confusing. Just saying. Especially you. He looks up to Califrus. You talk too much.
What?
Coming from the talking dog.
Oh, bird dog.
I'll take the tip of my spear and just kind of drag it in the dirt in front of him and just kind of let him know there's a line.
Oh, I guess you all can just sit there and just call me some mangy dog, and that's fine. But the second that I have to strike back, that's where problems arise. Oh, I see how it goes.
I mean, traditionally,
Maybe the problem is you don't know what's being said in jest.
And I'm here trying to help one of your friends out. And you're ignoring me.
Trying
just
to
turn.
ignore you.
I'll just turn and walk away, get my stuff together.
I'll say in my head to Pebbles, don't worry about it, I'm fine.
Are you sure they're your friends?
Of course I'm sure they're my friends.
Because they don't act like it.
Of course they do.
What do you say, like, when we get out of this hellhole, or whatever the hell this place is, you and I can just, go.
I want you to stay with me. I want to take care of you, but these are my friends.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. They've proven time and again to care for me.
All I'm going to say is loyalty only goes so far, alright?
We'll talk about this more later if you'd like, but I think we have a job to do today. Come on.
While everyone's packing up their stuff, I want to try and slip my hip pack.
Okay. So I guess I'll need your stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Would this be my perception? I have a passive investigation of 18.
I rolled 24 for stealth.
This is going to be a perception.
Great.
What is happening here?
I literally don't think I can roll that. I had a 20! No.
It was close. Okay, so I guess we'll need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, shit. 22.
Excellent. Ms. And, you're being perceptive, you're watching your surroundings, but you're slightly distracted with your conversation with Pebbles. Gaul, you lift a flask from wherever she had it hidden. I'm assuming.
No, I'm giving her my flask.
Or you're giving it back to her. Apologies.
Yeah.
So there's, I guess there would be where are you putting it? Like her robe or her pack?
A pack.
Okay.
A pack.
So you don't really feel any weight difference when that happens. So you've successfully planted it. All right.
He's gonna accuse me of stealing it later.
Ooh,
Gaul can do nice things.
The hell you say?
Okay. So you all have picked your camp up here within this old purple worm tunnel. Caitlana sort of looking down the length of it and looking back to the party. Are we ready to go on?
Yes. Lead the way.
Okay. So she will be in the front. What sort of marching orders are we going to have here?
I think. Is she going like quite far ahead?
Not far ahead, but just sort of leading the party.
Yeah, I might pop my ring of invisibility on and just be up front.
Okay.
Yeah, and Arthur was going to intimate that to Gull. Keep an eye on her and everything else.
Okay, we got Caitlana, we have Gaul. Who's next?
I think that's the meat shield, this guy right here.
Oh, thank you, Wu-Tang Piglet. We have a divine favor!
Wu-Tang!
Dang!
Wu-Tang for life.
That has so many different meanings. I love it.
Okay.
Wu-Tang's my main man.
And lucky number 2 today is going to be Caliphorus.
Yeah!
Caliphorus,
Oh.
I need you to roll me a d6, please.
A D6.
Whilst
You
Oh,
I'm-
boy.
received a bucket of water.
while
I got a
find-
5.
You've got a 5. Let's see. Oh, you had this one before. You have a supernatural protection. I guarantee success on any one saving throw.
Oh, St. Cuthbert praised.
Excellent.
Have I still got mine or did I
guaranteed
use it?
success on
Can't
one saving
remember.
throw.
What's that?
Have I still got mine or did I use it?
I don't think you've used yours.
I don't think you've used it, no.
I used
I haven't
my
used my-
reroll, but I haven't used my natural 20 on an attack yet either. So
I think I only
Right.
have like a skill, passing a skill thing left.
would that not 20 also work for a spell attack, or is that just melee attack?
If it was a spell attack, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Like, what? Eldritch Blast or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But not Sacred Flame, because I think that's a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
Okay, we got
Cool.
Kate Lana, we got Gaul, we got who?
Arthur.
Arthur, King of the
Of the
Britons. Okay,
I'll go after Arthur.
we'll go after Arthur.
Literally never gets old.
It doesn't.
And, of course,
I'll go after
Pebble.
Zan.
Pebbles will be with Zan. Okay, we have Caliphus. And I suppose Rufus will be taking the rear. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all 7 people. Okay. So you all press further into these caves. They're not natural, nor are they man-made, but they are worm-made. So they don't really follow a distinct path. It seems perhaps wherever the rock was easiest to dig out or to consume at this point. They sort of snake and wind their way through the rock itself. You're never really sure what direction you're facing or if you double back upon yourself. It's very confusing. It's very claustrophobic. And you follow this for a good while. Light like time. It's hard to follow here. But you feel it's been at least a good hour, perhaps, maybe longer, trudging through this total darkness.
Could I make a request right quick?
You may.
Can I talk to the dog real quick and like, what is it? You could just talk in your mind and you could talk to the dog, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
All right. So Cal's gonna walk up to the dog and kind of put his hand on the dog's head and be like, I'm looking after her. I'm her friend. It's fine. We'll keep an eye on her together, okay?
You know I don't like you, right?
Yeah, I know. But when the enemy of my friend is my friend, or whatever, how it goes.
I don't think that's how that saying goes at all.
Cal's just like, gives him a look and is like, we're invested in the same thing, okay? We can be cool.
How come when I ask, or I tell, I should say, all of you, that your good friend here is hurting, and yet nobody steps up? They all brush it off. Is it just because I'm a dog?
Part of it?
Or is it because, deep down, it's not really a concern of yours?
I think it's a concern, but it's also in reality a very hard concern to handle when you think about it. So, we would rather just brush it off and drink lots of alcohol instead.
Medieval
Gotta keep the status
AA.
quo.
Somehow that doesn't seem constructive.
We're working on it.
And he looks back. I guess it would be to Rufus, who's also behind you. Hey, Cal. Keep an eye on that one.
Okay. Cal just kind of like sneaks a look back. As when people tell you don't look over there, but I'm gonna talk about that person, and you look anyway.
Exactly. It's like, I don't trust the creepy elf, but I don't know. Something about him just doesn't feel right.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on him.
He refuses my telepathy.
Mm. Hmm.
And then I thought a little harder last night. You know, when Zane was trying to steal, the flask. That was pretty funny. Maybe he's not refusing. Maybe he just can't.
Like he doesn't have a brain?
If I only had a brain.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know. Maybe it's shielded. I don't know. What do I know, right? I'm just the dog in the
Yeah.
party.
I have a sudden urge to attack Rufus, but I don't think I should. I don't think that'd be the right decision. Just start attacking him. I've killed everything else before. I'll just kill Rufus. It's fine.
The lady, she's pretty nice,
Oh.
but I think when it's all said and done, well, let's just say I don't think she has the same motivations that you all have.
Hmm. And Kyle is like looking around with this newfound knowledge and suddenly feeling a little less safe. Just a little, we got one in the back, one in the front. It's not good.
It's not good at all.
Sandwich of danger. Hey!
What was that saying you said? The friend of my enemy.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's how it's supposed to go.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I guess for now she'll be a friend.
I think that's how it's been going thus far. Maybe.
Well, it's been a good talk, Cal.
Good talk.
Make sure you still keep an eye open when you go to bed tonight.
You got it.
Good game, nice hustle. See you out there.
Okay, so you all press on. Lana begins to slow as the tunnel slowly starts to look like it's opening up more. And to the fact that it's not following the same trail that the purple worm that had been here at one time had followed, but it looks like it's opening up to a more natural tunnel itself. Perhaps this is where it had initially burrowed through on its way towards the Sunless Sea. She takes a look around, and you see it just seems like there's tunnels in every direction. It's almost like a honeycomb of just different directions to go into. She begins looking from each one, then finally makes a decision and starts walking towards one off to your, I guess it would be technically your northeast. But there was a definitive moment where she had stopped, perhaps unsure of her steps.
Everything all right?
It has been a while.
But you do know where we're going, right?
Would it give you comfort if I said yes? Or would you still doubt?
It would give me comfort if you honestly said yes.
I honestly think this is the correct way. I guess you can't have it both ways, hmm?
Oh, if only. Lead the way.
Okay. See you all press further. And as you're walking, she, look at this order here. She sort of motions towards you, Gaul.
Invisible goal.
I guess you were behind her,
Gaul's
so she wouldn't even know that you were invisible to begin with, I guess, but
Cool.
she just sort of motions to the person behind her to come up.
That'd be Arthur, I suppose.
Okay, Arthur, because you guys have such a great relationship. She looks over and sort of has a shocked look on her face because you're not the person she was expecting to come up. Oh, Arthur. We are coming to a very ancient place. I think it would be best if you walked beside me as we venture forth, just in case.
Just in case of what?
It was an old temple. Many secrets still lie within it. Maybe many dangers too.
I'll just kind of look around. I'll look left, I'll look right. And I'm hoping Gull is watching this interaction. And I'm just kind of, I'll just kind of motion, like, go forward and see.
I'll go ahead.
Ahead of us.
Okay.
But, all right, I shall walk by your side.
So, Gaul, you take the lead, I assume, here.
Mm-hmm. I'll put about 30 feet between us.
About 30 feet between you. Okay.
Perfect.
Dan will reach out with a message in some vicinity there she thinks Skull is and be like, please don't die. That's all.
I will do my best.
Okay, Gaul, the passage sort of, it doesn't follow like a nice path to where it's comfortable to walk through. There's points where you have to duck because the ceiling is lower. Sometimes get on your hands and your belly and sort of scrape your way through it. There's enough room for even like Arthur to pour through still, but it of course will hinder you at some point. It seems definitely that the cave is more than natural at this point and not well traveled.
Cool. I'm obviously keeping an eye out for, like, be it like pitfalls or places where the ceiling is weak, as well as any like artificial dangers, like tripwires or, you know,
Absolutely.
weird stone slabs and the like.
Absolutely.
Indiana Jones stuff.
Right.
As you do.
What did you say your passive perception is?
Passive is 15.
15, okay. I only asked that because there's instances where you might be on your hands and knees or your belly or something, and it's kind of hard to you know, not run into a trap when you're...
Yeah, can't really actively investigate.
Right. Okay, so...
Bodes well.
You finally pour through where the tunnel ahead, sort of, the passage isn't wide. It's maybe 3 to 3.5 feet wide at its widest. And you sort of like turn your shoulder and sort of shuffle your way down through it.
Bruce Willis in a ventilation shaft.
Absolutely. When you finally emerge from the other side, you find that the...
Yes!
While the...
Well played. Rewatched on Christmas. Well played. Well played.
Now I know what a TV dinner feels like.
So the ground beneath you starts to get more rocky, and as you look down upon it with you have those goggles at night, you can see that it's hewn stone that has been separated. It sort of crumbles beneath your footsteps as you see the tunnel ahead suddenly widen. Looking into it, you find yourself in a hewn hallway. Definitive structure to it, running north and south. Seems that you've eclipsed the tunnel itself and found yourself in some sort of building or structure.
Cool. Does it look... So, like, from still in the tunnel, do I see anything that might... Like, is there anything alive, or, like, any fucking statues or anything that might not be statues?
From where you're standing, you do not see any statues. If you're looking directly out in front of you, you sort of see the opposite wall, roughly 7 to 8 feet away from you. you can see where it sort of turns and goes off in one direction and continues on to your north. And the hallway also proceeds to your south.
Cool. Before I pull myself out of the what I'm in, I want to. It's like loose rock on the ground.
Yeah, it's like the wall that you're now peering through had crumbled away at some point.
I just want to take a handful of loose rock and just scatter it on the floor in front, see if it, does anything happens.
Sure. Okay. Nothing happens. The rocks sort of bounce and bubble around. And you hear the echo of it sort of ring down the hallway itself. I mean, it's not loud by any means, but you can definitely hear it.
Cool. I'll give it like a couple of seconds just for the noise to disperse and see if I hear anything, and then I guess I'll pull myself out of that hole in the tunnel and take a look around.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception. Well, no, yeah, perception's good for this.
That is a 22.
22. Okay, even from where you're standing at, somewhere in the hallways ahead of you, or deep within the structure itself, you hear a slight shuffling, almost leather meeting stone, and a very, very fine sound of almost like kindling burning. There's a little crackle.
Okay. I've got a piece of chalk in my pack, so can I take a piece of chalk and just write at the exit of that tunnel I was in, wait?
Absolutely.
And then, can I figure out where this noise is coming from?
If you remove yourself from the hole, perhaps you could?
Yeah, I pulled myself out of the hole.
Okay. Like I said, the tunnel is going to proceed to your north and goes further north, but also just maybe 10 feet ahead of you curves to the right, and also to the south of you extends further on.
Okay.
So it's sort of like an intersecting point.
Yeah. Can I tell which direction the sound is coming from?
You can make me another perception.
Yeah. Perception. That is going to be a 12 this time.
A 12? Okay. Well, with your 12, you're guessing that it's most likely to the eastern side of you.
Okay.
Could be to the north, but it's definitely not to the south of you.
Cool. I'm going to head east as stealthily as I can. And just like hug the wall.
Okay.
Have we stopped? Has Arthur stopped with Ketlana, or have we continued?
You have continued as far as I know. You meet the similar structures that I spoke to Chris about a little bit ago. There's a slight marks in the dirt itself where you've seen that Gaul has passed ahead of you.
Okay. Noted.
Drag.
Yet no sign of Gaul at this point for me and Ketlana.
Nope. I'm going to do something here that
we're not going to like.
I'm not going to like.
No, I'm dragging Chris over to another map here.
Oh, God.
Can you see it now, Chris?
It's just loading. The screen's going. Oh, there we go. Yes, got it.
Okay. So, if you can see my ping there, that's where you entered in.
Uh-huh.
You feel the noise is maybe to your north or to your east.
Yeah.
Unsure which.
Cool.
You have,
east looks...
you have goggles
Sorry,
at night, correct? So let's
correct,
see here. Yeah. I think that... Do you have any idea what the... Is it like 60-foot dark vision?
Let me have a quick look. Because I'm pretty sure I... You have dark vision, 60 feet, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to change your token settings here so you can see a little bit further now.
Cool.
Okay, so where you're standing at there, you should be able to see like just the warmth of perhaps a light or fire to the east.
Yeah.
Through this sort of cavernous section of hallways.
Cool. Yeah, I'll start like this to the north and the south look like kind of not much, but there's obviously stuff going on up here to the east, so I'll start heading up that way.
Okay, you head to the east.
Maybe to like the corner here.
Okay. How are you moving? Stealthily, I'm assuming?
As quietly as possible. Do you want a stealth check?
Absolutely do.
Yeah. Bear in mind I'm invisible as well, if that changes anything.
Should have advantage then, yeah.
27 stealth.
Not that you needed it. You sort of just blend in with the shadows, which isn't too hard considering the environment as it is. But seeing the rays of the fire ahead of you, you make cause for that. Go ahead and give me another perception while you're here.
Cool. Oh, this is taking so long to load. There we go. That's only 11 this time.
11. Well, you can definitely figure out where the source of the crackling came from now. Again, it's hard to pinpoint where the shuffling had come from.
Am I still hearing that?
You are hearing it. It's not like it's constant. You just hear it every once in a while. And
Cool.
even from where you're at, you can tell there's a sound of muted voices. You can't really describe what sort of language it is, but there's definitely some speech going on. Sounds roughly to your east right now.
I might head to the bottom of these stairs and just see if there's anything around this corner. But I probably won't go further than that until the guys get here. So if I head there's an opening here, so I'll stop at the corner here.
Okay. You have a good stealth roll.
Far out did you go from?
Not
Where?
far, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Okay, so
60 feet? 60 feet maybe?
So Gaul, you see.
60 feet.
Yeah, he's pretty deep actually. So you see to your north there, you see the brazier with that fire burning in it, sort of like an open fire pit. You see another one just off to the east of it, about 15 feet away from it, that is empty with devoid of all flame. And to the north, you see what's sort of a stone obelisk, worn with time, very smooth. You wouldn't call it a statue per se, but just some sort of marker. And I think where you're standing, as you peer around to your south, you see 3 small, squat humanoids with skin almost the color of pitch. They seem to be looking at columns in the room south of you.
Okay.
And sort of
Are these the
muttering.
people that were talking?
Yeah, you would guess that that's the sound that you heard. Still, the language is not familiar to you.
Let me just check. I speak.
Unless you
Yeah,
unless you speak
just common and
Undercommon.
Elvish.
Yeah.
No, just common and Elvish. So.
Okay. But they
Cool.
don't.
What do they like? Sorry, go on.
So they don't appear to have noticed you.
Yeah.
They are very gaunt. Looks like they're. Let's say they're starving per se, but they're definitely not well fed.
Are they armed?
They're armed. Let's see, what do they have? I think I'd be prepared for this, wouldn't you? Yes, they have these war picks that they have at their sides.
Okay. Are they like what kind of stature are they like?
What kind of stature?
Yeah, are they big? Are they small?
They're maybe 3 feet tall.
Sorry, you broke up.
They're perhaps maybe 3 feet tall.
Okay. So almost like gnomes.
Right.
Cool. All right. I'll head back to the opening of the tunnel.
Okay.
Just wait for the gang.
Okay. You begin to head back to the tunnel. Arthur, you and Kate Lana eventually come to the section where you two have to turn sideways and sort of make your way down this expanse. Unless you have objections to it. I think Kate Lana might have you go first.
I have no objections. I'm
Okay.
hoping that at some point Gull taps me on the shoulder or whatnot,
Right.
as he is our forward scout.
So you eventually come to the edge of an entrance that, like I described before, and I believe Gaul said that he had written out on chalk there. I was assuming common.
Yeah,
of
it's
some
just the
sort.
word wait.
Right. You feel Kate Lana's arm or hand really kind of press and hold your wrist for a second, and she says, "There is a message written on the wall to stop here."
Arthur turns to read it.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's written.
So I assume at this point I can hear
What
them.
did you write again, Gull?
Wait.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Arthur, kind of in a bladed stance, in a ready stance, but not, crouch, just in a standing bladed stance, will, shield in hand, will wait.
Okay.
Until he assumes Gull will bring some information to him.
Right.
I assume standing outside this tunnel that I hear Svetlana say to Arthur, there's something written here.
Right. Absolutely.
So let's keep my invisibility and just keeping an eye on that opening where I know the things around the corner. I'll just say very quietly, you can come out. Be very quiet.
Okay. So is everybody going to make their way through?
Well, before Arthur's going to turn and motion to the party to come closer to him.
Okay.
Almost like a huddle.
Okay. Kind of quietly huddle up.
Gull has come to me and said we need to be very quiet as we enter this area. Keep all the noise down. I do not know what's ahead.
I'll take my ring off at this point.
Okay.
So they can see me.
Gull, what do you have?
Just up ahead, there are 3, I don't know, gnomes? Small figures. They look hungry, but they're looking at some pillars and a door. They didn't spot me, but they are armed. I mean, I could probably go in and kill them myself, but I don't know if they're a threat.
Ketlana, is this the way we need to go?
It is the way. He's probably seen deep gnomes. Is that what you call them? The Smurfevlin?
Sorry, did you sneeze?
That is what they call down here. Do
Cool.
not make me pronounce it again. I'm not sure that I could.
Was that the DM or was that?
That is both. And I will go Russian.
Arthur will turn to Gull. Gull? Insert yourself into that room and be prepared. Rufus, up here with me.
I'm very good at inserting myself in places.
Are the rest of you going to follow in behind them?
Zan will keep her giggle face.
I'm going to
I'll put
move
the ring
you.
back on.
Go ahead and move you all to the next map here.
New maps.
Not sure if I gave Pebble sight.
Blind dog.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
So you all pour forth into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Not tunnel, but the hallway. If nobody can see, let me know so I can fix it.
Just 1 second. Sorry.
I'm looking.
I'm going to switch this over to our bottom map.
Found it.
I see nothing.
You see nothing?
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's got a-
I gotta find it. I
I
gotta
had
find
scrolled down a
it.
bit.
I see it now. Alright.
Okay. Everybody's good? Everybody can see?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think before we dive into this, we're about an hour or 20 in. You guys want to take a break real quick, and maybe 5, and we'll jump back right into it? Okay.
Let's go.
Cool. Okay, so we'll be back in a few minutes. We are, I think, back. Yeah, okay, we're back.
Cool.
Great.
Okay, guys. So what do you want to do? This music
So
seems
I'm gonna.
loud.
It's fine for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop my ring back on.
Okay.
And do you want a fresh stealth from me?
Considering, yeah, you guys have been sitting there talking back and forth.
Cool. So that is going to be a 21 this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and, I mean, I don't know if you be like get into initiative or whatever, but I'm going to try and get into that room as much as I can.
Check the traps.
Well, there's people stood there, so.
I don't think we need to go initiative just yet. Move yourself about 30 feet, and I'll probably go ahead and make a perception roll.
Cool. So that's about 30 feet there, I think.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything in this same round?
Do I know anything about deep gnomes?
I'm sure you probably would.
Do I need to roll anything?
No, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
Maybe they're friendly.
Who in the Underdark do they like or tolerate, and who are they terrified of, and who do they hate?
Mostly terrified and hateful towards everybody, really.
Oh, okay. Just trying to think of who I need to disguise myself as.
They're like, do you know what Darrow are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of like the anti-Darrow, in my opinion. They're more submissive, more fearful.
This
They
is all
tend to be-
foreign to Arthur, by the way. This is, the whole underground thing. He's a water guy, so
Yeah.
anything he meets right now is going to be brand new to him.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
Chris knows that they're generally good,
Yeah.
but Gold doesn't know that.
Right.
Yeah, I have no idea what's about to happen. Arthur's going to count to 10 because he thinks that's how long it will be for Gull to kind of get into a spot, and then Arthur's going to start walking forward.
Okay.
I mean, as stealthily as he can. If I need to roll, I will.
Yeah, I'll probably make that here in just a little bit, because if you're going to wait for about 10 seconds, we'll give Gaul another round before we have you have them. In this first round, Califrus, do you want to do anything?
No, I'm gonna patiently wait to see if we're fighting.
Okay. So, Gaul, go ahead and...
Cool, so I guess what's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. My movement gets me to there. I would like to try and get in. It's going to show you. I would like to try and get to like here if possible, but I know that involves going round them and through them, so that's probably not going to be something I can do. But if I can just get like into the room a bit, because obviously invisible, as long as I'm stealthy.
Right. Yeah, you won't have an issue getting in. Let me make some perception checks here. At disadvantage, get a 1. They seem completely oblivious to your existence there. Like I said, they just seem to be like poring over these columns. There's some sort of writing etched into them. They seem very occupied by that fact. And
I assume I can't read that writing from where I am, or at all, probably.
What languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish.
You do not recognize it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anything else for your action here while we got you here?
I guess I'll just hold an attack in case shit goes down.
Okay. Okay then. Well, Arthur, you make me a stealth roll and you can move.
All right. D20. I rolled a 17. Do I add anything to that?
It should just be. You're not proficient in it, I'm assuming. So.
+1 it says, so
Okay.
that's an 18 total.
Okay, excellent.
And I will walk forward.
Okay.
I guess I'll follow Arthur quietly.
Okay.
So I'm just going to continue to go.
Okay. Should be able to move your token.
Ooh,
Yep.
I can't see anyone on the map. Oh, there we go.
Oh, not bad. I got an 18. Where was that when I was stealing shit?
Right.
Anyway.
I'm gonna get to right here and just kind of examine the area.
Okay. Let's see where you're at. Okay, here's up where Gall's at. Sort of the same description I gave him. There's 2 open pits, one with a fire burning within it, and a like an obelisk almost of just smooth rock.
Anything on that obelisk?
Nothing discernible.
Yeah. Arthur's feeling very uneasy down in the catacombs of Earth and with no water, it's almost a claustrophobic feeling for him, but he's gonna press on.
Right on. Cal. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, please, he'll just press on to here.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
You gonna blink over there? Or is Pebbles going to blink?
Yeah, okay. Pebbles can follow me here.
Okay. Califrus.
Cal's gonna head up the rear and keep an eye on Caitlana and Rufus.
Okay. So they are
So
going
when
to...
they move, Cal will move with them.
Okay, let me make a couple stealth checks for them. Okay. He'll make it up to about here. And she'll make it up to here. Phew, that was bad. Go ahead and make me a stealth check there, Califrus.
Yes. Let's see. I got a 12.
Okay. You should be able to move your token at your leisure. So you have an idea where everybody's at during this. Excellent. Okay.
Music is so stressful.
And I'm going to make a perception check for the gnomes. Actually, the rest of you that are up, you sort of heard this slight jingle of chain as Rufus follows up behind you.
Fucking Rufus.
But the
I will shush him.
the deep gnomes do not seem to perceive it. So we'll just go back to Gaul.
Shit, well. I'm just gonna wait, because I don't know, like, they aren't threatening, they don't know I'm here.
Right.
I don't just want to go in and start stabbing people. I could,
You could, yeah.
but I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. Arthur? Is Arthur going to run in and start stabbing people?
Indeed. So,
Oh god.
so Arthur will move right to here and ready an attack action if anybody moves to attack him first.
I'm following you.
Oh, well.
Oh, boy.
They've definitely seen him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No,
see
I'm.
him.
Hello. You know what's up.
I stay right here.
And I've never encountered a being such as this before, so I'm not just going in swinging because I don't know if they want to fight or not.
Okay.
I speak Common, Elvish, Abyssal, and Celestial.
Okay. You do not understand the language that they're speaking, but some of the words on the columns are a little legible to you. You assume that, well, you don't assume, they are in Abyssal.
These I can read.
Can I read the columns from here? Where I am?
Let's see. Can't read them per se. They're a little bit too small and too old from the distance that you're at. If you got closer, most likely.
If I see writing, then yes, I'm getting closer. I'll get behind these guys, but I'll get closer.
Gotcha.
Because I can read all writing.
Good.
Woo, warlocks.
Gotta love Eyes as a Runekeeper, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and throw us into initiative real quick.
Oh, great.
More for a turn order sort of deal than anything else.
Arthur with a 15.
You just rolled a 32.
I just rolled a 32.
Christ.
Jesus, whoever that is.
That's
oh my
me.
God.
How do you even get that?
Plus 13.
19.
I rolled a 19.
Holy God.
How do you...
Okay.
These
Zan
guys can catch arrows out of the air.
gets 18. Califrus, what do you get?
Shit. I thought I
14.
rolled good.
13.
I get to add
14.
my charisma modifier to initiative.
You could attack me 8 times before I could react, Gull.
I'll roll for Pebbles real quick.
Oh, okay.
16 for Pebbles. I think that's just about everybody. Except for my guys, of course. There they are.
Yeah.
And now for the Shruvneblin.
Ooh.
Svirfneblin.
Svirfneblin.
I think that's everybody. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Gaul, you have a 32. I'm going to assume that you're acting first in this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Absolutely.
Can I? So I've got Sentinel. So when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, actually I don't need to use my reaction because I can just hold an attack, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hold an attack. If anyone goes to hit Arthur, they're gonna get stabbed.
And remember, they have disadvantage attacking you if I'm within 5 feet of you.
They've got disadvantage attacking me anyway.
Double disadvantage.
It's quadruple disadvantage.
Oh God.
Okay,
Roll
so
4 dice and then
Yes.
just take a 1. Just take
Roll the 4 dice and then assume you miss.
Zan,
Arthur's going to assume that these guys are, having never seen creatures such as this, he's going to assume that they're evil, and he will speak Abyssal, and say, "Who are you?" And see if there's anything in return in that language.
And then they see the drow and it all goes to shit.
they
So, yeah,
they will turn towards you, Arthur, and there's an instance where you see a fanaticism enter their eyes, and they all begin reaching for the picks at their side.
Oh, okay.
like that scene in Tombstone, man, when John blows a kiss.
Yeah.
I see that. It's all over. Oh,
So
man.
Gaul has held his action. Katelana will move her up.
I've held mine as well.
Okay, Zen.
Yeah, not a great way to start. I'll elbow Arthur, because I know something about these peoples. In common, I guess. I'll say, we're not here to harm you. What are you doing here?
In common, you said?
Yes.
There is no look of understanding upon them as you speak to them.
Yeah, I mean, Arthur doesn't have his trident pointed at them at this time. You know what I mean? He's standing there ready, but he's not threatening or,
I'll
making
try.
gestures to fight.
Primordial. I'll make a bunch of sounds like rocks scraping together. And I'm sure all of you go, what?
Yeah, there's no look of understanding whatsoever.
What writing is on? Can I see any of the pillars? What sort of writing is on them at this point?
From the distance you're at, you assume that they are abyssal in writing.
What do they say?
If you want to make me a really high DC check investigation, I will disclose some of that.
Sure, I'll try.
And it's only high DC due to the distance that you're at.
This is fair.
16. You cannot make them out from where you're at.
Darn. Okay.
Okay. Anything for your turn? Or is that all for your turn? I guess I should say.
It's all from my turn.
Okay. now it is their turn. Let's see, the one in front of Arthur. I need to look up this effect because I don't remember it. I need Arthur. Why don't you go ahead and make me a make this a con save.
Oh shit.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Arthur's going to roll an 18 plus Constitution. You say 6.
Okay.
And a plus, yeah. So that's 24.
24. Okay, the one in front of you seems to make some sort of motions. And you do see a spark of magical aura erupt from his fingertips, and it goes shooting towards the orbital bones of your eyes. You sort of wince as darkness seems to pervade them, but you manage to shrug the effect off.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like put my trident in the ground. I'm gonna tap it and kind of just wave it like, no, like stop.
No.
No.
I'm serious. Like they're children. They are 3 feet tall. They look like toddlers. So I will plant my trident and I'll wave it at them and I'll shake my head like, stop it.
Gaul, why don't you go to give me a con save too?
Say again, sorry, you broke up.
Go ahead and give me a con save too, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh.
And I believe
Well,
you
listen,
get
good.
a +2 or +3 from
And
Arthur.
+3 for me. Yep, I
Oh,
give him
sweet.
a +3.
Good, I might need that. That is
Oh.
a 7.
Okay. A similar effect, Gaul.
Boo.
You see the same magical
Although,
incantations. Go ahead.
Do they have to target me? Because I'm invisible.
Oh, that's true. You are invisible. I keep forgetting
He's got
about that.
cock.
I guess the
Yeah,
next
technically,
person
like,
they would see would be Zan.
Me. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and retcon that. Zan, give me a con save.
Oh, thank
Hey.
fuck for that.
Magic, dude.
That's great. I get your +3 as well there. Arthur?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You passed.
15?
You have succeeded on your check.
Whew.
So you
Praise
too
Arthur.
begin to feel the darkness overtake your senses, but you have escaped the effects. Let's see this last
Hey.
one. Okay, Arthur, the one towards the back of the room here takes a look at you, just sort of standing there waving your trident, and in a look of fearful confusion, it removes this dart from one of its pockets and lobs it in your direction.
Oh, great.
Jesus.
It's probably going to miss, but we'll see. Yeah, it definitely missed. So this dart goes flying past you. Well, not flying past you. I'd say you probably just take your trident and sort of knock it out of the air. And it sort of clatters to your feet. And it looks at you fearfully.
I'm still not going to attack.
Okay.
I'm going to stand there. And I will lean my trident up against the side of the wall there.
Okay.
I will place the trident on the ground. I will put it against the wall and I will put my hand up, palm facing them,
Okay.
as if to say, chill the fuck out.
What is Pebbles going to do?
I think Pebbles is just gonna kind of wait and growl and kind of look around at what's going on. I don't think he has any. He's certainly not gonna charge in. That's for sure.
Excellent. Okay. So I guess we're back to Arthur. Are you just going to stand there still, holding your action?
Are there any... Gosh, it's funny. So when I spoke in Abyssal, they did not have any sort of understanding of anything.
None whatsoever.
I'm going to keep my eyes on the creatures who yet I don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to turn to Kaitlana, or not turn, but just say, Kaitlana, can you communicate with these guys?
She returns with a nod.
Well, I can't see. I'm looking forward.
She says...
Yeah, I'm not taking my eyes off these
She
guys.
says, yes, we speak a common language.
That would have been nice to know a couple minutes ago as they were throwing darts at me.
You did not ask.
Ask them to stand down, please. We're not here to hurt them.
Perhaps don't show them your face. However,
Yeah.
they may not take kindly to that.
It's very true. You begin to hear words escaping her lips, ones that you're not familiar with, unless you do speak Undercommon by any means. There is a response back from the Deep Gnomes that's heated. And
What
they're...
they say.
She looks to you, Zan, and says, there is something not right. Their minds are not their own.
Ah, great.
Murder party.
I think we...
How so?
The language is too... She struggles trying to think of the proper word to say.
Their words are not their own.
The language is too... elevated? Proper? Unless they are very smart, but I do not hold that.
Okay, Lana, is there any chance that we can back out of here? Or are we going to be forced to fight? What is your assessment?
I do not think they will come for us. But if their mind is not their own, they may go fetch their masters.
Indeed.
Tell them I just want to look at the pillars.
Okay, she begins to relay that information. I think we've passed more than a round worth of existence here, so let's just go and jump to Caliphus real quick. Cal.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna run up around the corner and see what's going on, because I just can't see anything. You guys are yelling at people in a weird
Alright.
language. It's not Goblin, is it?
It is not Goblin, no.
Oh, okay. I
Cows.
keep waiting for the day when Goblins
One
are
day.
coming handy.
One day.
There'll be an
One
army
day.
of them.
So yeah, I'm just gonna poke around the corner enough to see a little bit what's going on, but I'm keeping Rufus within my eyesight.
Gotcha. Let's see what you see. Okay, yeah, you definitely see one of the deep gnome in there. Seems to be focused on Zan for the time being. There's a slight
Okay.
spark that's sort of like slowly dissipating from his fingertips. Even given your background, you would realize that there some sort of arcana had been performed.
So they got a magic on them
It would appear so.
right now. Okay. I'm going to, because they have a magic on them. I guess there's nothing we can really do about that unless we have dispel magic.
Well, it would appear that whatever had been cast has run its course. So,
And now they're just regular crazy.
yeah, they're regular crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the one that I can see.
Ah.
Okay,
It's all my Donkey Kong.
alrighty.
Uh,
What do I need to make here?
You need to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or take 1d4 psychic damage, and have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
And the
This
same
is
17.
Tombstone.
I'm going to assume that fails. You're targeting this one here?
Yeah.
You say it,
Okay.
I say, oh my god, you're so short!
Will. He can't help it.
It's
He doesn't even
so...
understand it.
yeah.
It's just the tone of your voice.
Yeah. There's sort of that...
Oh, yeah, true, wait. Are there different rules if we're speaking a different language?
No, they can
should
still
just-
understand you with Vicious Mockery.
Massively.
Regardless of what
Point
language
in-
they speak, they get it.
Ah!
Exactly. I change it. That's exactly what Cal does.
Okay. So give me your D4 damage.
All right.
You've hurt their brains.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So there's like this line of dark blood that seems to slowly escape. It's one of its nostrils and its ears, and it looks very hurt. Not so much physically, but emotionally. Anything else for your turn?
That's gonna be it.
Okay. So Rufus is going to use his turn to move.
I am blocking the doorway from anybody trying to enter this room with my
Excellent.
back.
Rufus doesn't go much further than that as well. So, we guess to Gaul. What are you doing, Mr. Invisible?
Cool. So let me just clarify something before I do this. Moving through an enemy space is difficult terrain, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Cool. So I'm going to move through them and end up here.
Okay.
Like force my way through, and I'm just gonna stab,
Oh.
take a step, and stab.
Oh, okay.
Are we really?
Hey, they cast spells on you. They threw poison darts. They're going down, man. I can attack
all
all-
right. No, Arthur
completely
will.
understand.
Arthur will have a soliloquy after you go stab.
Yeah.
them.
So I just invisibly force my way past the room. Obviously, I appear in a whirl of blades.
Okay, so which one are you attacking first here?
So first one will be this one with his back to me with the rapier.
Okay.
Which is 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this will be sneak attack as well.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Oh,
So
hell.
that's 9 plus 4, so 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay. With one stab, you pretty much draw this thing. It's not dead, but it's like it collapses on one knee and it just gives out this horrible yowl of pain.
Nice. The one to the east of me is getting storm carved.
Okay.
So that's 20 on the advantage, just a 12 to hit.
The 12.
Oh, good lord.
Do you get advantage on attacks when you're invisible?
I'm not invisible anymore.
Oh, that's
so
right,
it's a
right,
second
right.
attack.
Okay, so no, you are sort of taken aback, I guess, perhaps by the severity of the pain that you just caused.
Yeah. Let me just
Oh, damn.
double check.
Damn, it really hit that hard.
Spare me a second, sorry.
You're fine.
I just have to remind myself what my maneuvers are. No. Alright, but he still can't make an opportunity attack against me. Attack him. And then I'll step to this guy. You
Okay.
step to me. And I'll attack him with the rapier.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit. Oh, damn goal.
No, that will miss as well.
Oh well. Surprise!
Ta-da!
You didn't even see me. Hi.
Yeah.
Watch
Okay.
me pull a goal out of my hat.
Yeah. And that is my entire turn. Not as effective as I would like it to be.
Let's see, what is Kate Lana going to do? She's going to move first. I don't think she's going to waste a bunch of spells on these things. We will just cast Sacred Flame. That was a horrible damage.
Oh, God.
Good one.
Man, okay, so I need to make a dexterity check. I got too many windows open here. That DC is not correct. Okay, well, it failed. So the one Gaul that you had first stabbed falls dead to the ground as flames of black necrotic energy seem to sweep across it. I would say you could see his flesh goes gray, but it's already the color as it is. But it sort of collapses like a husk. And that will be the end of her turn. That brings to Zan.
All right. You know what? Since I'll hit 2 of them, I'm gonna do something I never do. Eldritch Blast. What?
Oh,
Because the Eldritch Blast? Who knew?
Warlock's gonna warlock.
I'm gonna blow that crit on that, I hope.
Oh no, God no. So let's roll these real quick. The one closest to me. I rolled a 1.
That'll be a miss.
Yeah, I had a feeling. All right. Oh, no, and I didn't do that right.
Nope. Get it backwards.
And this is why I don't do Eldritch Blast.
Double natty ones. Suzanne, you just sort of step forward and just like pow pow.
This to myself. This is why I don't do Eldritch Blast.
You shot yourself in the foot.
The sort of obelisk that's standing not too far away from Gaul just seems to evaporate as a spray of dust.
Wait, I don't think you actually rolled a d20 though. You just
No, you didn't,
rolled
did you?
one.
You rolled one.
No, you
were
just
right.
rolled the number 1.
That's true.
Oh,
Don't put a
okay.
space.
I was
So
about to say,
type-
that's literally...
Hang on.
I've done it before, so it wouldn't surprise me. But
You need to type that.
Got it. I put a space where there shouldn't be a space. Understood. Alright. Technical difficulties, please stand by.
see, you're not. You
Roll a
don't,
1. Come on. Oh,
That would be hilarious.
that would be a hit.
Okay, that's better. Hilarious. I did roll another one then.
What's your modifier?
No, 16 and 13.
What's a straight D20 roll? You should have an attack modifier to that. Should you not? Proficiency
4.
plus
Oh yeah,
charisma.
your spell. It'll be your spell attack bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be... What's my spell attack bonus now?
Probably at least a
Shit.
7. It's your proficiency plus your charisma
Yeah.
for a warlock.
So that's a... Yeah, plus 7 to both of those.
Plus 7.
shit.
Yep. So that's definitely 2 hits. Are you targeting the same one?
No, one of each.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the damage for the first one.
Alright, cool. This is why you should bring your dice, Christina, God damn it.
Oh my god.
Alright.
What are we doing here?
Tenors. We're killing some poor, not so innocent deep gnomes. What are you doing here?
They shouldn't have attacked if they didn't want to get murdered.
It's true. So first one gets 5.
Do you have any invocations
No.
that adjust that? No.
Oh no, no, that's just a D10.
I know
Just a D10.
there's some that let you add your charisma bonus to it or whatever.
Nah, on these, it means I can do more than one at a time.
Okay. Go roll your second damage here.
And the second one.
Ooh, a 10.
10.
Oh,
Nice. So there's 2 arcane blasts come forth from Zan. 2 guiding bolts of force that sort of blow chunks out of flesh on the sides of these things, spraying brackish blood in their wake.
Oh,
Anything else for your turn?
That's what you get for trying to blind me, fuckers.
God bless it.
Okay, I'm going to assume it's a no then. Okay, well, they are trapped and cannot leave. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess we're just going to have to YOLO it. 2 attacks here on Gaul here.
both at disadvantage.
Not that
Can that be the tagline of the stream from now on? I guess we're just YOLOing it.
Okay, that's going to be 2 misses.
Oh, hang on. I have something for this.
A reaction attack.
Yeah, I'm going to use my riposte maneuver.
Of course you do.
Expend the superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against the creature, and if I hit, I can add my superiority die to the damage roll.
Excellent. Which one are you going to
So
kill?
25 to hit.
Yeah.
He's killing a bunch of children.
Yeah, the one to the south of me.
Okay.
So that's going to be 10 plus.
Jesus Christ.
That's going to be 17 points of
Okay.
damage.
Okay, so it's perished.
Yeah. I literally should just say no, stab him through the throat.
Okay, so there's a sick gurgling sound as the blade enters the neck, escaping cleanly through the opposite side, blood sort of pouring down the little channel in the middle of your blade.
I almost sound disappointed in him.
That's bad.
Can we at least interrogate this one or something? I don't.
Oh, kill them all. That's what you came here to do.
That's true.
It's not.
What-
Murder them all as if they were
You literally
oh
just
my god, you
You
guys
literally
are
just
just...
Eldritch blasted 2 of them. I don't think you're talking right now.
I tried
This
to
is-
them before
This is
that.
like a butcher shop right now with all the blood and everything you've put in this little room. Think of, oh my God, man.
They've brought it on themselves.
Is Pebbles going to murder one now? It is his turn.
Pebbles is not gonna murder.
There's no reason to kill them all. They were
Pebbles
weak.
is going to like very, very like he's literally gonna lick his lips and like look at some of the bodies and then give an eye to me and I'm gonna glare at him and then he's gonna whimper and that is his turn.
It's not how I would have played Pebbles, but okay. Arthur.
Arthur is going to step. He's going to move here. I would like to try and insert myself between Gull and this creature.
Okay.
And then use my shield as a weapon to try and knock him unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Instead of fucking stab him 8 times.
Go ahead and roll me. Yeah. Roll me an attack roll.
He tried to stab.
Oh,
I just showed him how to do it properly.
what would you like, Sav?
Go ahead and roll me. Just roll me a straight attack roll.
Copy. All right. Yeah. Well, that's a natural 1 on the board.
Okay.
No!
That's fate trying to tell you.
And then, so I get 2 shots at it, or...
Yeah, let me see if something I'm using happens first.
Yeah, shit.
So you sort of like press your shield between the two of them, and you sort of launch your arm a little too hard. The shield slipping free of your grasp as it sort of clangs in the corner here, rolling, just slowly comes to a rest.
I let it go, man. And then I'm just gonna punch this dude in his face then.
Okay.
Let's see. Good lord. Well, how about a 13 total?
13 total will miss.
3rd-degree manslaughter, hobo.
I'm just
saying.
I'm so flustered that my party came in here and stabbed a bunch of kids.
They attacked us first.
Oh, they couldn't hurt you. They couldn't even hurt you.
They
tried to blind me.
Oh God, look at them. They're 3 feet tall and they die just from an eldritch blast almost.
Okay.
I'm having this argument out loud with her during this turn, by the way.
So,
yeah.
Calipris is going to cast Hold Person.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need to make... What the hell do I need to make?
Arthur's
Wisdom's
frustrated.
check. Wisdom saving throw. I got too many damn windows here. Wisdom saving throw.
The windows.
We're everywhere.
You're casting Whole Person right now, Cal.
Good.
15. What is your DC, Cal? I can't remember. 16?
17.
Huh?
17.
17? Okay.
17.
Okay. So you unleash your Hold Person spell. This thing is sort of looking confused at a shield that's laying in the corner, and as it looks down towards it, there's a whiff from Arthur as a fist goes flying over top of its head. And it's sort of just staring at the corner, and suddenly its muscles stiffen. You can just see sort of the temples throbbing as it tries to resist this effect, but does not appear to be able to.
There you go, Gall. Go ahead and stab him. He's defenseless.
We're not going to get him. He tried to hurt us.
You gonna do anything else?
He tried.
Calipris?
I'm gonna try Goblin and just be like, hey, do you understand what I'm saying? But in Goblin. Does he get it now? Okay.
Well, he's held anyway, so...
He's not locked door.
Yeah, he's not doing anything right now.
Oh, dang, I thought you could, at least talk to them or something. Yeah, that's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay. And that was going to bring us to Rufus. I don't think Rufus is going to go kill something that's just that pathetic right now. Gaul, back to you.
Cool. So I'm going to turn to Arthur. Their minds are not their own. They attacked us. They'll report back to whatever it's going to try. Whatever is in this place.
And yet, look at what we could have done. Hold him, knock them out, tie them up. There was no reason for this slaughter. They are weak, and not of their own mind.
While he's talking, I'm just going to stab him through the throat.
Stab Arthur?
No,
my God.
no.
Oh,
No!
No.
That's gonna suck, man. My white hair's gonna be red.
well,
Is this with advantage because he's held?
yep, definitely is.
Wait,
Uh,
can I
13.
give the goblin? Can I give the snurfer? Can I give Gull disadvantage on this because I'm within 5 feet of somebody?
It's not technically an ally.
Can I make him my ally at this point?
He might be an ally. Well, sure, okay, we'll say sure. Still rolled a 13 because he rolled double 13, so.
I still got another.
That's gonna
attack,
hit.
though.
That's gonna hit because he's gonna.
Okay, that's a miss.
So-
That's a miss. And
Well, they're with advantage, aren't they? Are
well,
they?
you just be a straight roll then, right?
Oh,
you
so
have
give me
you have
disadvantage.
you have advantage. He's giving you disadvantage, so they're gonna
Right,
cancel
so
each
the
other out.
third Stormcarver's a 21.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, he's toast.
That's. Oh wait, hang on, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
12 points of piercing and 2 points of lightning.
Oh no, he's helpless.
He's more than helpless right now.
Well,
He
yeah,
will-
I would say
He's perished.
He is
basically
being controlled.
prone, right? Yeah.
We don't know. Whatever is controlling it might be seen through its eyes, might be every word we say.
But we...
He tried to blind you, Zan.
I ignore him, get my shield and trident, and just go stand at the door.
Okay. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the back here. Let me have Pebbles and Califrus. Go ahead and make me perception checks. Since you guys aren't into the thick of the battle there.
Pebbles.
That last stab was very, like,
Make some-
obviously frustrated that Arthur was fucking with it as well.
Pebbles. Perception, you said?
Yes, please. And it's going to be audio, so I don't know if that keen
Yes.
senses might kick
Anything
in for
on
that.
hearing or smell,
Yeah.
he has advantage.
Right.
I got a 15.
15, excellent.
It's not a skill, but...
Ooh, 21.
Yeah, Pebbles.
That works for me. It's wisdom's skill check anyway. So, Califrus, to the east, you hear not only the sound of boots against stone, but they are coming quickly.
Oh, okay.
And of course, Pebbles also hears this, sort of shooting off in that direction with eyes and just staring like, "Hey, something's coming! It's coming quick!"
Oh god.
Is Pebbles
I really
telling
wanna-
everybody this, or just...
Oh yeah, yeah.
We have
I
to
kind of want to throw down my dust of disappearance.
From which direction does he say?
It appears to be from the east.
Then Arthur is going to brace himself, shield and trident, pointing forward.
I'll put my ring back on.
Oh,
Okay.
we have to hide.
Not enough time.
Can I
Rufus.
grab him and like try to pull him into the room at the
Oh,
very least so
I'm
we're
gonna
out of
say
sight?
Rufus to me. Rufus to me, by my side.
Fucking hide, you idiots!
Okay, Rufus will move up towards you because he's not also
I am
one to
hiding
hide.
in the room. Are you fucking kidding me? Come
Okay.
on.
Okay,
Cal's
you
gonna
guys
run
bail.
around the corner.
Rufus
Is
and I
there-
will hold this Yeah, let's trap ourselves in a room. That's what I'm saying out
I
loud.
can see them. I can see them coming at the very least.
Is there enough time for
You want to
Cal
have a
run
close quarter
over
fight
here?
in 10 feet of room, feel free. But Rufus and I are going to hold this staircase.
Would you say Califrus?
Oh, can I run to just around the corner?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Alright.
I want to make them have to fight up at me. Because this is staircase going down, correct?
Yeah, it's just a slight decline.
Yeah, I want them fighting at a disadvantage. So I'm going to take Rufus and myself and stay at the top of the staircase.
Okay, so you guys all begin to prepare. You guys are just moving. Are you preparing any spells? Anything to that?
I am invisible.
You got your invisibility going.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you this one chance to do it.
Bracing
So
myself and readying myself.
okay.
All right, Rufus together.
fucking prepare a blight.
Okay.
First fucker I'd see.
Getting your
Okay.
blight prepared.
Yes.
Okay. So that round has passed. Let's see. Let's do this one at a time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to stop there. 4, 5, 6. It's going to stop there.
Indeed, sir.
I don't know what you can see here, Arthur, but we'll see if we can take a look at it. Oh, yeah.
Arthur can see the two in front,
Mm-hmm.
the one behind the one farthest away,
Right.
and apparently just the shoulder of the one behind the first one.
Okay. So, Arthur, what you see running up to you is you see at least 3 figures that are very kin-like to Kate Lana. Their eyes are sort of paled and white, and have this look of, I don't say with hate per se, but of persistence. Definitely running here to run you down or whatever happened to occur here. Let me switch.
We know this is a fight.
This is going to be a fight. Let me go ahead and switch real quick here. If I can find it. And behind that one on the right there, Arthur, you see a figure. This slick lavender skin, tentacles pouring from its face, sort of tasting the air. This high cowl, and it seems to be lurching behind these straw as they move.
Oh, shit.
And looks upon you. And if this thing had a face to sneer, it clearly would. But we have to end it here today because that's going to be the end of our thing here. So,
Sorry, guys.
No!
but we were going to pick up next week. We have a Drow and Mind Flayer battle on our hands.
Ah!
So,
Yeah, let's get trapped in a small room with those guys. We'd get our ass.
yeah. I had to keep making perception checks as you guys were fighting to see if they heard you, and eventually when I'm rolled a nat 20, I'm like, oh yeah, they're gone. So, alright guys, thanks so much for coming by. Just do a quick run around because I know Chris has got to go. Just who you are, where we can find you, what you got going on.
Guys, Kevin Hit here. Thanks so much for coming. You can find me on Twitter at Kevin_Hit. I'm the editor-in-chief of VP Esports, so if you're into gaming and esports, check out the website.
Excellent.
Cool. I'll go. Hi, I'm Christina Sid. I'm at Greg Sid on Twitter. You can find me here on Fridays for Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. The Secret, kinky shit, just saying. I will also be joining Encounter Roleplay starting January 13th on Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern, for a really cool Young Heroes of Fate game. It's going to be awesome. And I will be joining Gratuitous RP starting in February for a really cool homebrew D&D 5e game. That's going to be Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, catch me everywhere. Yay!
Awesome.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go.
Oh, I'm MK. My Twitter is the thing right below me, and I stream video games on Twitch at twitch.tv/MK is the best, all one word. If you want to see me goof around and read things bad, that's where you can find me.
And I'm Chris, I'm Pangalactic on Twitter. I run a D&D website called Loot the Room, and I publish junk on the DMs Guild and Drive Through RPG. Go pay for it with your money so that I can eat. Thank you.
Okay. And I've been Saverick. I've been your DM tonight. I've been your best friend.
Judge Master,
That was a lot of
friend.
that was a lot of fun. So you can find us back here next week at noon. Don't look at the channel cover because it is incorrect. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 Central, 9 Pacific, and 5 or 6 whatever time zone that Gaul lives in.
Yeah.
Let's see. 25th, I have a Birthright 5e campaign that's launching on the Pro Restarters channel. And I'd say about March, we have another show coming up. And I can't announce what it is. Well, I guess I can say it's Planescape 5e, but I can't say where it's going to go just yet. It's going to be a big surprise. I'm really excited, looking forward to that. Plus, I might be running a game or two extra here on Greyhawk, maybe for a patron or two. Don't know. We're still in the works for it, but we'll let you know what happens. But otherwise, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for stopping by. I don't have a witty outro for this. Outro for this. So we'll just say
everyone hates you. Yes, last week.
Right.
So,
well, that hasn't really changed any. So go check out the other shows on the channel. Go check out the Discord if you sub. Otherwise, I guess we'll see you next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more Temple of Elemental Evil.
Bye.
Princess Wave.
Princess Wave. Elbow, elbow, rest.
Rest.
Wipe a tear. Blow a kiss.
Bye.